Please do not call me arrogant, because what I say is true. I am European champion. I am not one out of the bottle. I think I am a special one. That he announced in 2004 when Jose Mourinho arrived at Stamford Bridge to begin his first missionary journey. My name is Ken Ochonogo. We are not at Stamford Bridge. We are in Lagos, Nigeria. But even in Kenya, the Super Eagles, some 25 minutes into the first half, it is still Kenya 0, Nigeria 0. World Cup qualifier for Brazil 2014. But this is not about the Eagles. It is about the man who was first the special one, became the only one, and now he says, I am one of you. I am no longer arrogant. I am one of you. Jose Mourinho, his second coming to Chelsea. Good for the club, or better for Jose. We are looking at the return of the saint, the return of the prodigal son, the return of the achiever, the return of the man who makes the papers, who makes the news, the return of the man who is the man. And I have my men in the house. Two familiar foes, familiar gladiators. They've done it over and over again. And this issue have always been posed, but this third time we said, yes, it will not happen again. Because the man is finally was announced as the new manager of Chelsea. I'm starting from a man who is he's an analyst. Not only an analyst, he's also a fan of Stamford Bridge. So today you are going to hear passion and not just the facts. So I start with Zubi Zareta. Zubi.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ken. I'm going to be speaking from the perspective of a fan today. I'm going to be as objective as I can because we are looking at a situation that is very, very tentative, extremely sensitive. Jose going back to the Cobhams, to Stamford Bridge, to Chelsea, is the best thing that could have been done by the club. Is the best anyone could have thought about, and is the best thing to have happened. Let's not be sentimental about it. Let's try to separate this. It is multifaceted and multi-dimensional in outlook. We're looking at Jose as an individual and Chelsea as a club. We must admit that in the last 2-3 seasons, Chelsea has struggled. Coming 6th or 5th last season, you know, they were lucky to have been in the Champions League because they won the Champions League. And now they struggled to be in the to qualify for Champions for next season by winning their last match. You know, so it's been a struggling phase for the club. They've not been able to recover from the exit of this special one. They've not been able to get that glamour. Let's look at his pedigree, his tactical acumen, his achievement, his antecedents. Everything about him reflects pure genius, pure entertainment, pure everything. And I'm telling you, there could never have been a better bargain for the club. This is the best they could have opted for, and they got it.
This is the best they could have wished for, and this is what they have. His acumen, his tactical acumen, he said, his antecedent. But I don't think you are moved by all that.
I'm not moved.
Tunji Balogun.
How can I be moved? Good afternoon to everyone watching at this point in time. I'm looking at Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho is self-titled special one. You know, he has been able to achieve so much even before coming to England. He won the UEFA Cup, the version of the UEFA Cup that was later metamorphosed to Europa League. He won it with Porto. Now he joined Chelsea in 2004. When he joined Chelsea, he wasn't able to play at the semi-final stage. He wasn't able to make it to the final of UEFA Champions League, and which even Avram Gans was able to achieve even after he left. Not only that, Roberto Di Matteo eventually won it for Chelsea. And looking at when he left Chelsea, he won it with Inter Milan, and it has never been rosy. Even when you look at most of the antecedents, even some of the clubs, even though breaking records, but when he's leaving, he's always leaving a negative impact. And that shows a lot that Chelsea, on the missionary second return of Jose Mourinho, they should watch it. Because Jose Mourinho, from look of things, from what is happening, he might want to use Chelsea as a refuge. But looking at what has happened between him and the owner of Chelsea, even you realize that you say even needed Chelsea more than Chelsea needed him. He said it that he wanted to come and join Chelsea, and Abramovich asked him, "Do you want to come?" So he tells a lot, "Do you really want to come?" That means if you don't want to come, there is another alternative. That's exactly what is happening. And beyond that, apart from that, even you say in a special way of demanding before he took up any appointment, he asked for the removal of our own. Talking about Michael Emenalo. And the man insisted that this is my eye, this is my nose, and you can't do anything with him. And you say, you see, even most of his demons, when you look at him, he will tell you that nothing. But this time around, he accepted and he jumped at that job. Looking at what has happened with him in Real Madrid, he's looking for an escaping route. And Chelsea came at the right point in time. So let me stop at that for a while.
He said, is Chelsea offering him an escape route? Because from what he said, I met the chairman, yeah. and then I asked him that, do you want me to come back? Okay. He now asked me, do you want to come back? Okay. That means he asked to come back, not the club asking him to come back.
No, we all know how Jose